we are here at ChosenCon, all things Chosen, but Dallas also did a movie, Best Christmas Pageant Ever, so they are doing a pre-screening here tonight. I got the privilege of watching it a couple nights ago, and I just want to share a couple thoughts with you. First of all, this is me begging whatever I have to say to get you to go to the movies to watch this movie. It is precious, it is funny, it is heartwarming, it is Jesus-centered, it's good for the whole family to go to. So if you've seen any of the commercials, maybe you read it in school. I remember being read this story when I was little, but didn't remember it well enough, so when I was in the movie there were still lots of fun things that were surprises. We get to meet Mom Grace and daughter Beth. Mom Grace is appropriately named Grace because she has a lot of grace to give to the Herdman children. We know the Herdman children are the worst kids in the history of the world, but through a series of events we see them end up at church. Part of the events are they're hungry, they're stealing food from kids, and then they show up to church because they can get free food at church. I mean, that's how youth groups run, right? Like, kids come because we're always having free food. I know I've had Little Caesar pizza every day, not every day, oh my goodness. I had Little Caesar pizza once a week from 7th grade till 12th grade, and then even then when I was helping lead youth ministry. Like, free food draws people in. Herdman kids come into church because they're hungry for food, but what they're really hungry for is Jesus and community, and that's what they get by being a part of this play. And again, like I said, Mom Grace is appropriately named Grace because she has so much grace with them and grace with the church people, because as much as the church doesn't want these kids in the church, she knows that Jesus came for them just as much as he came for us. So as we see the story progress, we see them be not only physically hungry, spiritually hungry. We watch them in a library. They're just reading the Bible as much as they can because they want to know all they can about Jesus. Isn't that true of us? When we start a relationship with Jesus, we want to know everything, and then at a certain point some of us might become complacent, and that's kind of what we get to see in the average churchgoer that is in this town. Is they're a little complacent. They forgot what it's like to be hungry. They got used to Jesus being one way, and the kids, the Herdman kids, ask questions to raise like, but what about this? What about this? Don't we think about it this way? And that's the beauty of reading scripture in community, is because you have a different lens of life that I don't, that we can help each other understand the Bible. And by the end of the movie, the Herdman kids are the ones that were spiritually hungry, but they're the ones that are spiritually feeding the community, because they remind the community of the purpose of Jesus, of the purpose of Christmas. As Jesus come into earth, let's gather, Creator, step into our time. Chosen fun fact is you get to see Liz Tavish, which is Mary Magdalene. You get to see Kirk, who is Gaius, and Mother Mary, Vanessa Benavente, play different roles. And then it's fun just to know that Vanessa is in the shot where we're watching the nativity scene, and you know that she is Mother Mary and Chosen, and so it's a cute little like nod, Easter egg, if you will, to be like, oh my goodness. So, Best Christmas Pageant Ever is amazing. It comes out in theaters November 8th. Make sure you guys get your tickets and go watch it. Last thing I'll say about it is there's a sweet moment with the Herdman kids, because we know it's all about redemption, right? So spoiler alert, at one point the lead Herdman sister, who is the rough one, has this moment and the crowd starts cheering for her. And sweet little Beth walks up to her and goes, they're cheering for you. And all I can think about is, that's what heaven looks like when somebody says yes to Jesus. So, take that as you will. Go watch the movie in November. Take your friends, take your family, take your neighbors, take anybody that you don't like. Who knows?